Welcome to the Grand Design series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 17th of February 1944, and the game's on pause, and you can see also there's still snow on the ground for a reason which I'll explain in a little while. But first, a little bit of history. February or 1944 represents a major turning point in the end towards the end of the Second World War, which actually ends, I think, in April 1945. Although I think formal cessation of combat doesn't actually happen until about 1947. But the key facts are here. But the key facts that operate in 1944, I'm not going to go into great excessive detail, is that the Russian armies or the Soviet armies are now starting to push from the east towards over the ground land that has been conquered in the original Operation Barbarossa, and of course, more importantly, and of course also on the 6th of June 1944, the Allies open up a second front with what is often known as D-Day, which is the invasion of Normandy. And of course, that means that the Germans are eventually fighting on two fronts. And no army wants to fight on two fronts, because the moment you fight on two fronts, you have to split your forces, you have to split your resources. Anyway, enough history. So why is the game on pause? Well, I want to talk about something that's very important, and this is the actual title of the video, which is a winter stress test. Because if you want to know how well your economy is going, winter is the time to take a good look round and look for potential problems. And I do have a potential problem here. In fact, I have a real problem, not a potential problem, in the sense if I put on the filter, we'll go through the filters. I was looking at that, but if I go to, I don't remember which one I want. Here, and we put this on, and what you will see is that over here, all my stores have run out of food. And as you can see, although we've got, at the moment, we've still got a reasonable amount of food in the store. If I click on here, you will see that there's 67 citizens who are unable to get food. And this is where this overlay can be a bit misleading. And then if I actually show you the happiness, you can see that the happiness is still relatively high, but you can see my average happiness has dropped. And this is a time, and as I say, winter is always the period in this game where any weaknesses in your system will start to show up. And you can see the difference here. The happiness in this area is down to 75%. This area is 83%. And this is where these general averages can be a little bit of a problem, because you can see that and think, oh, the average is 79%, but you can see over here, because everything is going well, this is at 84%. And when you're in a situation like this is where having city halls come into play. If I can find the buildings, you can find a city hall. Oops. Get down to here. And what this is a microcosm of your main overview, which is up here. So you can see this is your main overview. But what you can get, oh, I've lost it again. Oh, there it is there. Is you can get a kind of more detailed overview. This is why once you get your cities get mature, you always want to put in a city hall, because what you get here straight away is a general overview of your happiness of your population. You can break it down. You can also look at the demographic structures as well. You can also see what is actually in the area of your town, and you can see here, so you can see what's kind of piled up. Looks like we've got a little bit of mixed waste piled up, but that could be a general deposit. Then you can get an overview of what's been imported. We've got a little bit of foreign manpower there. I've absolutely no idea where that came from. Sometimes you get odd figures like this. You can also get an idea of your waste production, who's producing what, how much it's costing you. And of course, then you get more. Another one you can get actually is your reported crime. Don't be too intimidated by the reported crime, because this tends to be an ongoing total rather than a kind of localized one. But if we come back to here and down the bottom, you can also see that it tells you that We got 1,165 people with no education, but bear in mind that that actually relates to children. And then, so I think this area is quite good. But of course, now one thing I noticed here, if I come up here, that we don't have a city hall here. Where's that? No, it's picking up that one. So it looks very much like I haven't built a city hall in here, which I think I can fix because we do have unemployment in this area. If I look at this, yeah, we got some unemployment in this area, so we could put a city hall in here somewhere, and that will suck up some of the unemployment in this area. We'll fix that, but more importantly, as I've already alluded to, the winter has shown that I've got a food supply problem. Now, it's important when you're looking at this that you actually get to the bottom of what's actually causing it. Now, I've already done the check on this, and the problem is that this town here is getting its food from here, and you can see that this is actually run out of food, and the reason for that is that the production system is run out of crops. So what we're going to have to do is try and fix this thing, and I think I've got a fix for this because we've got, wow, we've got no grain in there either. Wow, okay, this is a little bit more serious than I thought it was going to be. What we can do is we've got a couple of trucks here. What I'm going to do is we're going to have to pick up some. I'm assuming that we have got food in here actually. Come to forget, yeah. Pick up food there, and I'm just going to let the game start to run slowly. I think one tweak I am going to do is we've got these guys here who are picking up. Is it this one? No, it's this one, isn't it? These are, you're picking up from this grain storage. I think what we will do is we're going to put you on there and tell you to pick up from there so that we can get thing in. I think what I might also do is add a second grain warehouse here as well. Now, of course, what we're going to need to do is get the food out there, but I'm going to put the game back on pause again because another thing you need to do when it comes to winter is check your power overload. And what I should have done is done this during the winter. Not during the winter, sorry, at night. Because we got night here. If I'd done that, if I hadn't unpaused the game, because I'd already done a power check, what you would have found that this hydroelectric station was working at maximum capacity. And more importantly, looks like we've got some broken down vehicles as well. That's something else you need to check as well. I think over here we're good. Now, if you watch the previous part, you'll be aware that I populated the town over here. Yeah, generally things went here. The only problem I had is that when I set the bus route from over here to the heating plant, 3 buses weren't enough. And what I had to do is turn off that overlay. We don't really need it now. Yeah, there wasn't enough buses to keep a consistent supply of workers into here to run the heating plant. So we had a few cold phases here, and of course because these are modern buildings, they don't self-heat. This is one difference that you can get away with in when you're playing with some buildings, like these buildings over here. If for some reason they get no heating, they will self-heat, but what they will do then is produce pollution, which will then have an impact on health. But I think overall health is pretty good. Unemployment is not too bad. we've got trucks. Now, one thing I do want to show you again, but well, I'll show it to you at the top level first. If I show you the wear and tear, if you see here, we've got a vehicle here, which is now in here, and you can see that it's only 3 years old and it's got 83% wear and tear. The reason for that, and again, this is another reason why you want to do winter stress tests, because winter can also show up weaknesses in other systems like your repair systems, because the other thing you also want to check is your snowplow coverage. I mean, I won't do it because I've already done it, but generally you want to make sure that your snowplows are covering and clearing all the roads, your key main roads, because if you've got roads that are covered in snow, even when you've got the really good quality vehicles later in the game, this is slowing up your speed of your vehicles. Yeah, you can see this guy's still maintaining 59 out of 60, so that means despite there being a patch of snow there, it's not actually causing a problem. And you can see we've actually got the snow plows running there. Now back to the problem with the vehicles. That oil tanker actually came from up here, and the problem was that this vehicle repair bay down here, which is located here, actually looks like it's still run out of, I've got a problem with components, but more importantly what it didn't have was coverage. It was only set to 2000, which meant that it was not providing vehicle repair facilities for this area here, and it's picking up these little details, which makes quite a big difference to how your game is actually functioning. Obviously the vehicles that broke down only broke down for a little while, so that was not worth worrying about. And this is why I started this video with talking about what's called a winter stress test, because it's the winter that is always going to expose your problems in your economy. The other period of time where you do want to do a check as well, and this is on crop production, that is that if you, and again, for example, if we didn't have an auxiliary form of crop production, this would be quite a serious warning sign. The fact that we've only got 1,100,000 tons of crops in this silo, and the reason being is this at the current rate of consumption, this silo will eventually run out, and then that means that you're going to be having to work with your own internal food supplies, and that's something that can be a bit of a problem. In contrast, if we were in June 1944 and this grain silo was down to about this level, that's a good sign, because another problem you can get, and this is why it pays to do another kind of quick stress test around the around late, kind of middle of June, is by checking these silos, because if they're still full up, what it will mean is that when your harvest starts, you won't have anywhere to store the crops. So when it comes to your crop production, you need to try and get that balance right. It can be a bit of a problem because the game can always throw curveballs. You can also have unpredictable elements that can be caused by breakdowns. Even small things can very easily cascade out of control. So that's something that you do need to be aware of. Anyway, guys, I've kind of gone on long enough about this, and as I say, I wanted to talk about it because it is very important, especially as your economy grows. Now, to give you a bit more of an update of where we are, what I've done here is I've put in a pollution monitor here, simply because, well, I'm just going to let the game run faster now, because I need to know how much pollution is coming from this heating plant here, in preparation for what we're going to be doing in this part, which is planning our new town over here. But I'm not going to start that until the snow's gone. So we're going to just have a look round and see. Yeah, we got quite a lot of vehicles here that I think this one's capable of doing the repairs. Yeah, these vehicles are being repaired, and you can see the snow's finally going. Anyway, what I want to do first is put a city hall in up here. I think we're going to need one. because you can see at the moment these people are desperately looking for food. And now what we're getting is the effect of the growing unhappiness. So if I go back to here, because really what I did was I left this way too late. And if I show the unhappiness, now the unhappiness is, you can see now the unhappiness is kicking in. And what this is also going to do now is have an effect on the productivity of your citizens. You can see that your productivity, let's see if we can find it. Yeah, at the moment the productivity is still good, but it's going to progressively fall as we get more and more people coming in here looking for food. Hopefully it will hold up, but of course what it means is that we will be losing population. Of course, starvation also causes death. So you can see here that we are beginning to lose population. And of course we've got escapees as well. And you can see our happiness is starting to fall quite aggressively now. Yeah, we're now out of crops. We probably produced a little bit of food here. So we're going to be now totally dependent on... let me just see if we can check whether these guys are picked up. Yeah, so we're going to get our first deliveries here. I think what I might do is... I think actually we're going to go western. Covered hole. We're going to get one of those as well. So we've now got a food supply into here. Now it's not going to last long because of course what's going to happen is that these residents will very quickly come in here to get food. So it's going to take a little while to recover from that point of view. But what I do want to do is get back to what I was talking about, is City Hall. So we're going to put in here, we don't need a massive one. Although this one we can go a little bit overboard simply because we got unemployment in this area. I think what we will do is we'll just put a wrap house next to the store like that. I think we will just leave it with the... But what we will need to do is allocate that, because this can just get built in its own time. Allow some citizens in. I think what I might do eventually is remove one of these buildings. In fact, I think we'll let that one decay away slowly. When I've got crops in here, but of course this one is, and this is where the error can cascade, because this is also drawing crops from this area here. In fact, I think eventually we will get rid of this. Anyway, just get rid of the food overlay, not happiness overlay. The other thing I want to show you is we are slowly making progress out here with the track. So we're getting to a point, we're now starting to get the track laid out in this direction. So hopefully we will be able to get to the point. What I think I would like to do is prioritize this route connection here, so that we can, I think this is the one with the connections. Is that the one with the connections? Let me just see. Yep. Yeah, this is the import one. This is the export one from this point of view. And then we definitely need this finished. The other thing I'm going to need in here, just want to check. Yeah, we got fertilizer and fuel coming into here because we've now got power. What I do want to see is see how many combine harvesters have I got in here. There, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got traffic jam. It's probably vehicles being repaired. Okay, we got another vehicle breaking down up here. Yeah, this vehicle is being listed as being repaired. This is another vehicle that wasn't maintained by the building. So what that can do is just knock on. If we check some of these, yeah, this one's got 45% wear and tear. This one looks like this one has been repaired. So what we've got is a crop of vehicles here. This one's a bit old. Yeah, I think the repairs are now coming in. Anyway, back to the farm. There's always so many things that you need to check when you are doing in here. We'll start with, we need now the reason I'm getting these in early, because it will take some time for the combines to get there. We've got 16, 13. I don't think we've got an option from the west harvesting. You've got a top speed of 18 kilometers an hour. Not that it's going to make that much difference. That's 16, and that's 16, 16. That's 9, that's 10. In some ways, these, we've got 1.8 million. This is 18. Yeah, I think we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Actually, we'll get 7. Actually, we'll get 8. That's 2 rows of those. And then I think, yeah, I think also what we will do is, again, work covered holes. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those in there. The other thing I've forgotten to do is I need a distribution office here. We're going to get, actually, let me just see. That's 5. That's 12. I want about 8, possibly 8 vehicles. We've got a medium distribution office here with 8 vehicle spaces for 8 vehicles. It's going to take a fair amount to build. So we're actually, no, what I'm going to do is we're going to build this one. I'm going to put it on there. I think what I might need to do is have separate distribution offices here. We're going to go high priority rather than one big distribution office, because we're going to need to send the crops to different locations. So we got, the trouble is everything is a little bit overloaded here. Just let me check my my backup guys. Yeah, you've got we've got you on there. Maintenance 2. Is maintenance 1 doing anything? No, you're not. You've just got 4 repairs. That's okay. I think we'll just leave you on repairs for the moment. How about you? This guy's got a little bit, but I think we'll add you to it as well. And go there. Now, over here, we've got a few things operating. Got a couple of trucks here. The temperature's at 14 degrees. I don't know. Yeah, obviously the game doesn't think. So we're now actually starting to produce food here. We're producing food. I'm not sure. Let me just see. We don't have a water supply yet. That's still in the process of being built. But it's functioning, so it's not something that we really need to do too much about at the moment. They've got no workers here because we've still got this to build. So but again, it's not the end of the world of the fact that this isn't working. And so we're going to get all the necessary stuff in here. Trucks. You can see that the trucks are arriving, but you probably find that the combines are still trundling along here. Okay, so that is good. We are building, let's say, so we'll go here. Right, this guy's down to 500 tons of crops. Have we got this functioning yet? Yeah, this is functioning now. This is now starting to produce crops. That means we will start getting the crops to flow in here, which means that this is now producing food. And one thing I do want to make sure, see where these guys are actually going. You're there. Yeah, he's still bringing crops in from there. Not crops, sorry, food. See, this is an example that we are taking the food. Oh no, you're delivering up there. We're going to need to keep an eye on, because what we're going to need is this working full out. And more importantly now, what we should have, we're getting food into here. I think what I am going to do is try and get some more food supplies into here so that we got a stronger contingency. I think I was being a bit too optimistic. I think we get up to about 21 tons in there, and I think we'll sit here. Yeah, we've got 24 tons in here, so I think maybe we'll have the same on this side. Oh yeah, explosives, that's something I want to, yeah, 27 tons there. And we can, what we're going to do is try and get more food into here to cover those lean times. Yeah, I was actually looking at this. I can never remember where the explosives factory is. What do we need for? We need chemicals and gravel, but we do produce 10 tons of. Because I was looking at this after I finished the last video, and we're looking for some ways to make income. Now you can actually sell explosives for 12,000 rubles a ton, and the actual explosives factory produces 1 ton a day from 0.75 tons, but we need gravel and wood. But what we do have over here is a surplus. Have you got water now? Let's just check. Yeah, we've now got water, so what we can do is start to open up this, kind of open this up and start producing some more food. Now, once we've got this going, because of course this is going to drain the food out of here, we're going to need to readjust our food distribution network. But at the moment, I'm just going to be quite happy letting this come this way. I am going to limit the food in here for the month to begin with, and we're just going to let this build up. Now we've also got a distribution office here, and I'm going to nick a couple of these and put them over here. So I want to rebalance this area here, and your job is going to be to pick up from here and deliver to here. I want to keep you at 50%. What I'm doing here is these guys are going to ensure that we get a minimum in here, because what I want to do is split the role of this office. So they're going to just sit there and do what they need to do. One thing I do want to check as well. is here. Okay, actually, these are waste trucks, aren't they? Okay, right. There's something else I've forgotten about. There's always so many things you need to remember in this game. Just send all 4 of these to here. We need that finished, actually. We're going to pick up mixed waste and drop it off in here. Where's the mixed waste? We need to check this guy. You're now going to drop off that there. Has this been allocated? Yeah, it is. We need that finished. Then we can readjust this. Biological waste. I don't... that's all coming into the Stilton local dump, but what you are going to need to do is pick up hazardous waste and biological waste. Now, what I'm going to do is, to begin with, I don't want these trucks being bogged down. So what I'm going to do is we're going to kind of put a chain pattern here, and you're going to unload hazardous waste and biological waste 100%. And then the idea is going to be is that they will bring the waste down to here, which will then be further transported along here, because we are still in the process of emptying out all these. We've got a long way to go yet. Okay. What we got here? We got a waste truck here that's... He's 21 years old and he's 66%. And he's a Rusho Bolts. And what is my replacement categorization? 78%. I'm going to bring this down another couple of percent. 76%. Oops, no. We're going to bring you down to 75%. It may trigger a little bit of a kind of a dump response, but we're going to need you. You can go to there. You can go to there. I'm going to keep the buses here, and you're just about to you're repairing that. Right, you can see our happiness is now rising slowly, but we need to ensure our stability in this area. How are we doing here? These crops are building up, and of course our food production over here now is dependent on this side here. This is just about to run out. One thing I am going to do temporarily is that I actually put this down to importing crop delivery. Here it is. You are just there for the moment until the other farm is online. I'm going to put you back on the border. Okay, we've lost a building. That is not good. What is this? Oh, ha, we've lost a pump jack. That is not good. and it's waste demolition hazardous. Okay. Are you in range? Um, right, that's exposed another weakness in our system. The problem is because it's got to go all the way round to there, isn't it? Right, what we're going to have to do is... No, it's rubbish. Cancel. Well, hopefully... the trouble is I moved the leveling things. No, yeah, great. We've got to build a link from here to here, because what happened is he had to go all the way around here, which means all these are exposed to fire. I'm going to see if I can get a road through there. No, can't get it through there. I think first thing we're going to do is put a road. We only need a gravel road. We'll put a gravel road from here to here. That will mean that this fire station here, or the fire station here, will provide cover. Trouble is, I don't think we've got any bulldozers or excavators in here. That means I'm going to have to... What do I need to do some leveling? I think what we will do is we'll put the connection through here. What do I need for leveling? I can never remember. Yeah, we need bulldozers, right? I'm gonna put a free construction site here. Put you there, and we will buy a couple of bulldozers. Actually, we got a couple of these stanoliths. Get a couple of those, and we'll bring you out here. Get rid of the auto assign. Don't need it, and we'll fix that. This game is always good. It's very good at coming up with ways to cause absolute mayhem. Right, so we're now in a position where we can get that. We can get this built, and that means we can start bringing the crops down into this area. We've now got we're now building up crops here. I need to find probably the quickest way to do this is where's the store? There's the store here. Yeah, picking up from there. Begin with what we'll do is set you to here, and you can pick up food. And let me just check these guys. Where are you going? Okay, I think we're going to change you now, because I don't want to drain out that food supply from there. So it's going to mean that they're going to have to go quite a long way, but I think we're put you on food pickup there, remove you from there. I think for the moment we'll keep both of these running together. Now there is a, because what we do have also is we're getting food into this area, and what I want to do is, at the moment we're importing food here but there. What I want to do is, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I need a couple of box cars, cargo wagons. I don't want for livestock. I want one that will carry food and general capabilities. Okay, we got one here. These can carry 8 tons PPKs. Don't we have one that actually just covers livestock? I know that the available cargo wagons in this era are a little bit sketchy. We got that one there. Let's just see. We've only got the one truck here, which is this one. I think yeah. This will carry 11 tons. I think we're going to start with 2 of those. And we're just going to... Where are you? Oh, you're going to there. Okay. Get our little train there. Actually, this is not going to work. Okay, I'm going to change you. Actually, it's a bit late now, so we're going to have to move them. Yeah, I made a mistake there. I meant to put them on this one here, because the train that's going to move the food from here to here needs to pass a refueling station. So I kind of messed this up a little bit. But that's okay. I think I can fix it. Actually, no, we can run them from here because these are going to be running. These have got fuel, aren't they? I'm being a bit thick here. Sorry about that. Is this a diesel train? Yeah, because it's moving the bricks. To begin with, I want you to pick up food, and you're going to come. It's already assigned. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. And you're going to unload food here. So we're going to start with food, and what I'm going to do is get another train into here. Diesel locomotive. Yeah, we've only got one choice. Actually quite like that, although that one's quite cheap. Sort by speed. Yeah, you're the fastest. 1930 to 1976. Now let's get something a bit different. Get another one in here. What's this here? Last chance to buy. Yep, okay, that's good. What we're going to do is get... Why are you waiting for a freeway? Is there a problem up here with respect to the signalling? This should be good. Let's put in... break this up a little bit more. So what he's going to do now, yeah, what happened there is that the other train was running on the track, which is having an effect on here. Yeah. What I need to do now is find the distribution office, the food surplus. Yeah, where are you? You're here. And you're a little bit out the way, but Right, we're going to put you onto there. And you're going to pick up food if it's over 50%. Yeah. And the idea is going to be is that this the food will come into here and eventually clothes and stuff like that. And these guys who are currently buying stuff from the custom shed, I'm going to put you onto here. It's going to be a little bit risky, but I want to get this established. Food, and you're going to go there. I'm going to remove you from the custom shed, but what I'm going to do is steal one of the trucks, and we're going to put you into there. How's the food supply over here? How's the food supply over here? You're set at 66 tons. I'm going to reduce you down to 26. Down to there like that. Got a broken down truck here. What are you? You're 100%. Okay, we're going to need to tag you. But I need to sort this out first. Right, your job is going to be to pick up food from here, and you're going to go to here. Actually, you're going to go to there, and you're going to unload food. You're going to 100% wait until unloaded. Actually, that's not going to work, is it? No, that's not going to work. Let me just get back to here. Change you. You're actually going to go into there. Remove the warehouse. You're going to go into the shopping mall. You're going to there. And then what we're going to do is set that in that single direction. What that will mean is the truck will come into here and sit here fully loaded. But at the same time, this will also draw food supply there. Once I know that this area is stable, then what we will do is withdraw that truck. How are we doing here population wise? We got a pub and tavern here, which is now built as well. Okay, how is the alcohol supply in here? It's not brilliant. Right, what's the consumption? Actually, what is the happiness in this area? 73%, 69%. They're not. Yeah, they need that little bit of a boost from the pub, but we don't really need to make it too much. You get going, do your stuff. We will bring in another covered hole here. Capacity, alcohol. We'll buy you for the moment. I've got a broken down truck in here somewhere. Okay, we got this truck is 100%. It's completely worn out, but it's only after 15 years, so we're going to have to get rid of you. You're no longer worth the effort. You can get over there. I think what we will do here is I'm just going to replace you with a I don't think we need anything with massive carry capacity, so I think we'll just drop you in there for logging. Okay, let me just... Anyway, I've realised that I've run out of time, and considering the fact all I've been doing is patching up problems, that is a little bit disappointing. And we can see here we've actually got our RAF house now. That's employing a few more people, so that should have worked towards actually solving the unemployment problem in this area. Yeah, the unemployment problem is still a little bit high, but it's not as high as it was. We've still got 385 people that don't have, who've got employment problems. Just to show you here, we are building up our crop supplies here. So we are keeping everything going, but we're going to need to work a lot harder on this. This is nearly run out, which is good. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.